Hi reception, happy Friday. So we've really thought about Traction Man's thoughts and feelings throughout the story. We've thought about what he might say or feel in certain parts of the story. And now what we're going to do today is we're going to pretend that we are Traction Man and we are going to write a diary entry. Now we've talked about what a diary is before when we were doing our weather diary. It's something that you write in every single day. But for our diary this time, our diary is going to be Traction Man writing in his diary at the end of the day about what he did, how he felt, what did he see, what was he thinking, who did he see, anything that happened that day, he's going to write about it as if he's telling his diary what he's been up to. Okay, so all the stuff that happened in the story, from when he first gets his box open, when the little boy opens his present, that's him arriving in his new home, isn't it? Then he has all sorts of adventures where he goes to discover the wreck of the sieve in the washing up bowl in the sink, and he rescues the doll from the mud outside, he rescues the farm animals from the evil pillows, he rescues the spoons when they've crashed down off the counter, and then finally he has a nice little lie in the pool with his pet, the scrubbing brush, doesn't he? Now, all of that information is stuff that he did in that day. And you're going to write as if you are Traction Man telling your diary what you have been up to. Now, when we write diary entries, some people like to start it by writing Dear Diary, because it helps them think about how they are writing to their diary, to tell the diary what we have been up to and how we feel. Okay, so to start, I'm going to write D, capital D, here, in this space, diary. Dear diary. And then I'm going to start. Now, the first thing that he did, as I said, was he arrived in his new home. So I'm going to write I, finger space, have, keyword have, I have just arrived at, keyword at my, keyword my, finger space, you I have just arrived at my new home. And then, so I've said what he did. I'm going to write about how he felt pretending to be Traction Man. So I'm Traction Man, I've just arrived at my new home and I feel excited. I feel very excited. So, dear diary, I have just arrived at my new home. I feel very excited. Now notice I've used I here because I am pretending to be Traction Man. And if Traction Man was writing a diary, he would write, I have just arrived at my new home. I haven't written Miss Sutton has just arrived at her new home. And I haven't written I and then said what I've actually been doing. I've said what Traction Man would be doing, okay? So, dear diary, I have just arrived at my new home. I feel very excited. Then I would carry on talking about all the stuff that I've done today, how I felt, who I saw, what happened, okay? Write as much or as you want, but if that's a little bit tricky, then you can draw some pictures instead. You could write Dear Diary, and then you could draw some pictures and maybe label them with some sentences or phrases instead to show your diary what you have been up to today as Traction Man, okay? Now, give it your best try. I know this is a bit of a challenging one today, but all I want to see is you give it your best try. I know you can do it, reception.